G'day, Alex Moss here from Tactical Arbitrage, and in this video we're going to talk about the product analysis feature within Tactical Arbitrage. And it's a cool little feature. It came very early in the development of TA, and it's one that I liked and I wanted to add into the software from a very early point. And essentially the nature of it is to try and direct you towards the correct variation on a product such as a shoe or an item of clothing for you to purchase, which is statistically more likely to sell when you put this in your FBA account in Amazon. Now, what do I mean by variation, first of all? So if you come across here to say this Nike shoe here, and there's a very good chance that you may be restricted for Nike, but for the sake of an example, I'll use this. So this Nike Men's Air Max 2017 running shoe, it has a lot of different colors. You've got black, white, anthracite, black and white, bright crimson, total crimson and black, and so on. And you've got a wide variety of sizes as well. And depending on the shoe that's there, you'll see which sizes are currently in stock. So what else do we know about this page? Well, unfortunately, in the Amazon API, we can't easily extract the data on which particular variation of shoe is selling. However, there is a little workaround that we came up with that I thought might be really cool and actually gives a very good insight into which particular of these shoes are most likely to sell. And that is in the customer reviews. If I scroll on down to the customer reviews down here, you can see that there's a little bit of information alongside every single review. For example, customer Robert S. on April the 15th purchased this shoe and left a review based on the black, white, anthracite shoe that there is a verified purchase on, size 11.5s. Jonathan also bought the black, white, anthracite, and he bought the 10.5s. And as you can see, these are verified purchases, and it's painting a bit of a picture as to which particular shoes are more likely to sell. So when buying, I'm going to take that information into account. So I'm going to come across the Tactical Arbitrage. Now there's three ways that I can run a product variation scan. Number one is I can paste the ASIN directly into the dashboard here, and also the price to compare. Now you put that in there to determine whether or not there's return on investments based on current buy box prices of each of those variations, and also allow you to check the return after fees, and etc. It'll calculate the entire return on investment for you. So the other place that I can do that is in the sidebar. We've got the analysis option there, and if we select product variations on there, that'll take you to a little page like this where you can enter in the data as well. The third option is actually mentioned in a video in View Data, in the View Data series of videos. And essentially what that is on the View Data page, if the product does have variations, the ASIN will be clickable. So you click on that and it'll open up a product variations scan for you. Now in that case, when you're clicking from the View Data page, it won't actually require you to enter a price, because it will take automatically for you the purchase price from the View Data page and run the scan based on that. Now, it's easier to show this if I actually run a scan. So I'm going to come across back to the Amazon shoe, the Nike shoe, and I'm going to copy the ASIN. I'm going to come across the Tactical Arbitrage. I'm going to paste in the ASIN, and let's say in this hypothetical scenario, we're able to purchase this shoe for say $50 on a special. And we hit fetch information. The magic begins, and it says there are 7 pages of reviews for this. How many of these do you want to fetch? Now normally you can get a statistical analysis on less than the full amount of pages. 7 pages I would definitely check, but for some you can imagine that there is actually thousands of pages of reviews, so we want to definitely look at more. Now 7 pages actually equates to the 64 reviews that are on this. So there's roughly 10 reviews per page, and so we're looking at needing all 7 pages to get these 64 reviews. If there is thousands of pages to get, it might be better just to get 100 of them, just so you can get a good feel for which particular shoes or whatever variation of whatever product you're looking at is most likely to sell. In this case, I'm going to get all 7. I'm going to hit go. And after the 7 pages are finished, you can see the information's coming up. And one by one, we're doing like an update data on each of these products to get the Amazon buy box price currently, the return after fees, what the gross profit would be if we were selling this shoe, and how many sellers there are on the product. Now you can see that there's also the tactical edge icon on here as well, and a little more information such as the sales rank and the progress as it happens, etc., etc. Now, one thing that I can see straight away is that the size 10 black white anthracite shoe is selling the most at a 16.7% review rate. Now, does this directly equate to sales? No, it doesn't, but it does equate to the amount of reviews left on this product. So without some sort of biases we can't detect, like perhaps people who buy camouflage shoes don't leave reviews as often as people who leave black shoes, but for the most part, this is going to be a strong indicator for you to let you know which item to source. So further down the page, we actually have a little more information. So if I scroll down, I can also see a size column and a color column. Now what this is telling me is that size-wise, the size 10s in general, when it comes to this model of shoe or this brand of shoe, is selling the most with 26.7% of reviews left on that product. Then that's kind of followed by 11.5, 11 and 10.5, all getting the same amount of reviews. And as we go further down, we get into some of the less common sizes, 9.5, 13, 12, 9, and so on. Color-wise, we're seeing that the black white anthracite is by far the most popular variant, and that has 55% of all reviews have been left for that particular color. So from this, you should be able to map out your buying strategy, and I hope you find the product variations analyzer very useful. Thank you.